Welcome everyone, it's Vaporous Drakomar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. Last time we got to Brutal on this account. That's right, Brutal. You can get a book. You can get this from the shop. Plus the appreciation pack, which I could use. Okay, first things first. Gotta continue through Brutal. This is hard. I want to do Brutal. Yeah, we're doing Brutal, man. We're doing the big boy stuff. We're not screwing around with the little boy. We reached Brutal, we're gonna do Brutal. I can't get to the highest levels of Brutal, but we can start to farm for our Spirit Host. Here we're gonna actually take Spirit Host very seriously. Because the way I'm planning on playing this account, we're gonna take Spirit Host very seriously. Brutal is going to be a little bit of a slog, especially Durham. I cannot, like, we can kind of cheese it right up until Durham and the other place in Brutal. Durham is when you absolutely, like, trying to cheese it is nearly impossible. Maybe I can get past Durham, but there is a place I absolutely can't, which is the other Hollow Halls, but I doubt we'll get that far. But yeah, we're going to be fighting these big ladies and guys. We're going to be fighting them, see? And we're getting high tier artifacts now. Like proper high tier artifacts. We're getting proper sums of gold. Like this is, I mean, the only way past a certain point will be 6-star, but the fact that we got this far without a Spirit Host is a bit of a miracle. I mean, I did have some help with her and some other stuff, but we can only take this so far. The fact we got even as far as I did is a bit crazy, if I do say so myself. Just a wee bit crazy. Yeah. This isn't as easy as it looks. Getting this far. Now, if I could get a lot of energy by grinding arena, that might be something. Because, yeah, this isn't as easy as it looks to pull off, smack these people at this level. We're doing it though. Smacking these stalwarts. Should get him up to there. We can get her to max, and then level some of this food. That should give us enough for the 3rd rank 5. But we're gonna need more. We're gonna need more. This is the true Brutal grind. This is the true The true place where we're going to get 6-star is right here in this difficulty. This is the true test of might. If we get a 4th, we should be able to do it. We're gonna have the setup, obviously. Man, I am gonna have to grind Durham Forest though, off screen as well, because this is not like a simple run at this point in the game. Nightmare is even harder, but again, we're not getting the Nightmare without a squad. Like, we need like a special setup to make that work. Like, we need like more than 6-star potentially. Because I doubt even Tail at 6-star can get past Nightmare. Nightmare is good. Past that. But we're leaving these alone. Now you might ask, why are we leaving these alone? Well, you see, my main intention here is to make sure that we have the food developed. That's my main intention here. Because in order for me to progress further in campaign, I had to grind hard alone a lot, which took up a lot of my time. The reason I had to do that also was to get the silver to upgrade all the gear to 16, because I couldn't get the luck for a spirit host. The reason that Spirit Host is such a big deal is because it's the FTP, the best easy to get FTP block debuffs, as well as increase attack, both of which are very valuable for getting past certain content, especially stuff like campaign. We're going to be grinding arena at least 5 matches in, so there's going to be that going on. See, although Blessed Weapons is not bad, it's not as much as the strong version of increased attack. Like, Spirit Host can literally, like, break an enemy's soul with that kind of increased attack that she puts on people. So that's kind of the deal with that. I'm gonna do a summon. We are definitely gonna want to buff her. We won't get her to the level I want her at, but we can get her close. And by close, I mean quite close. And we're gonna save these. Well, actually, we're gonna spend 2 of these on this guy. Nah, man. We're making our names known. Cause we've gotta crack all these open. whatever we get, we get. We don't throw a fit. Okay. Yeah, like I said. Whatever we get, we don't throw a fit. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. So we're gonna develop her. We're gonna make one of these developed, chunk that, get the 3 of those, chunk it into that, and then chunk it into the next one. And that's how we're gonna make our next rank 5 food. That is how we're gonna do it. And it's gonna be valuable because right now we aren't going to this is some kind of shield monger. Go. We're not going to burn any gems on refreshes though. We're just going to accept it and die. It'll be easier to do that than to go. Decrease that buff duration. Pretty good. Jolly good, jolly good. Alright. I don't see how some of this is going to end well. I don't see it. Gotta continue on though. On our journey. As much as we can. Because over time, we're going to be able to do great things. Now, if we can get a spirit host, we can really start cooking. Because the spirit host is going to give me a lot of increased attack. Which, for those of you who don't know, increased attack is massive at this stage of the game. But I still don't know. I still think the Shield of Valerie is going to be pretty valuable, especially if we can get her higher up. Keep in mind this account is very lowly, so any level of shields is going to be big. fact, it might, well, not yet, but it might be worth later, because I've got to make more rank 5 foods. We're not giving that here yet. We've got to have that, because I need to rush rank 5, I mean rank 6 as soon as I can, one way or another. Go 5. We're getting more XP per win too, which is not bad. I'm probably going to do more tag team arena. I'm going to refresh the arena, see if we can find some easy enemies. Because that's going to give me some energy fuel. I'm going to fight this Fushan. This big boy Fushan. We will eventually do a shard pull, but I want to really be stocked up on shards. I don't want to pull shards. Because the whole point of this account is shard conservation. So, because of a lot of this point of this account is shard conservation, I'm only going to do it quite late in the game. Quite late. This is the harder version of Fushan. This guy's not going to be pushed over by any means. I'm attacking him a lot. Smack him with that mace. So yeah, the 30. These in. Put her in. Because, yeah, Brutal actually takes a lot of energy when we're attacking these enemies. The enemies are a lot harder. They take a lot more energy. The enemies don't mess around. And the higher Brutal you get, the worse this becomes. This reaches a crescendo around Durham Forest at first, and then... Because Durham Forest, I don't think I'm going to be able to get past Durham in my current state. Like, I'm going to need to grind it, which is just as well. If I get a Spirit Host, I might be able to pass that one. I say that because Spirit Host will do increased attack. I mean, we'll still be pigeonholed at some point, but Spirit Host will give me progress. If I can get her. Question is, can I? It's not just the block debuffs. It's that increase attack. You can't underestimate increase attack at this point in the game because nobody really has a lot of health or defense. So when you increase attack, you really buff yourself. Like, you really get a massive advantage from increasing your attack. I might even put my Spirit Host in speed gear as like a speed lead to like boost the speed, but also put the increased attack on immediately at the same time. If I can get her, that is. That's the question. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna see if I can beat Mashald with just the 2 of these. Because those other ones are food training. Go, we skillfully put those disintegrates and acid rains on them. We gotta keep going. Because we've gotta try to make progress in Brutal. This is the only way I can get respect of my clan for this account. Is I have to try to go through Brutal. I have to try to go through Brutal, the Brutal Deaths figure, the whole thing. We will eventually go through Nightmare, but Nightmare requires a lot. I've never actually beaten Nightmare. First account, I might want to try to beat it there first. Because Nightmare was there or my second account. Because Nightmare is not for this account. Not yet. You need multiple 6 stars. You need, what do I want to do? All these 6 stars, we got great teams. What do I want to do? That's what Nightmare is for. It's not even efficient on food farming, so like Nightmare is very advanced. I mean, I guess it could be efficient if you have like nearly limitless energy, have really good farming champs and really good gear. This isn't that type of account. In fact, I don't even have an account that I can farm Nightmare efficiently. That would be like Hell Hades. Like that would be the kind of account that would do that. Not even Ethos, but more like if you had like a Martyr and like a Turvold. Like that's the kind of thing you would need to actually do that. The only reason I don't straight up just chuck food in here is because like all the food. I eventually might have to gear some of the food just to get past some of this. Because what happens is, you get to this point, right, where it's so savage that unless you have all your teams working at full output before you get a rank 6, you can't really progress. Like, you need all your teammates to try to pull their weight. So that's kind of what ends up happening. Shald. And then we'll go full circle with Durham on Brutal. And we fight these crazy. Alright, so Mashald is not the easiest fight. He can steal your buffs. He can put a lot of anti-heal on you. This one isn't that well geared. I still smack him. I got a Skellag. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, so yeah, we're gonna put these 2 in with her. Try take on this one. And then we have to continue to try to fight Arena. Because I need more energy fuel in order to continue. And then I have to go dig into my gems as well. But at least we're getting towards the big boy stuff. Like the big leagues. Where I can get like buttloads of energy. Not energy. Buttloads of XP. buttloads of XP, and then eventually that leads to gems when I grow my gem mine. Growing the gem mine is not a quick process. And we get a spirit host. But yeah, brutal energy cost is equally almost as brutal as the levels. Pretty much as brutal as the levels, because energy cost is 8, up from 4 from normal. But the XP is a lot quicker. So that's what helps. There we go. Unfortunately, we don't have any more of that. So I'm gonna use one of the. Yeah, I'm gonna use you. We don't need you. So we're gonna go with you. Get rid of these suckers. Now that we've done that, we can finally forge a rank 5 food. So yeah, don't have enough for that kind of stuff. Okay, we got someone new. I'm just gonna open these one at a time. And then I'm gonna have to grind arena for that boost and energy fuel. Yeah, it takes a lot of energy to get further in, I'm gonna try to push as far as I can through Brutal. I probably can't make it. Okay, if Durham doesn't finish me, if Durham doesn't finish me, if Durham doesn't finish me, the other thing will. The Felwyn's Gate. So yeah. But yeah, we got 3 rank 5 food. But we're gonna need more. We're gonna need 2 more. And then after the 2 more, we should be able to finally, at long last, This isn't gonna be easy. We're gonna have to increase our attack. This guy might cut right through my whole team. As I'm telling you, those suckers are scary. Some of these champions. Because what happens is... Get the shields up to the towers. That, you vermin. Aha. Aha! I found freebies. Craft one resilience artifact at the forge. Not bad, actually. Not bad at all. Alright, so we're generally gonna want to do some tag team arena. I mean, I don't... See, the thing is, I can try to continue through Brutal. We're gonna see if I can do better than I ever have it. So yeah, we are on fire with this. We should be able to get to Felwyn's Gate from here, maybe. That may be overly ambitious, but we'll see. My problem is I'm running out of... I don't have any shards yet. I have to try to farm up the stuff I've got. I don't have any... Yeah. Because, like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if I can break this record I have. Can I get past the terrors that are... In order to get past that, because that level is such a terror, I'm going to have to go the full tryhard squad when we get there. Because there's a level that I'm going to need the full tryhard squad. Like, we're not going to get past with food. We're gonna have to put in our full weight. Because at that point, we'll steal that. Life sealing, this is going to be important. I'm gonna bless the weapons for that. We're getting very close to that break point where I have to put the full tryhard squad in. Because in order, like, we're not going to be farming this, obviously. Probably going to be farming the one just before. We're going to be farming the one just before that. If we can get past this. Question is, can I get past this? Because these suckers are very wicked. That's part of it. Especially for an account like this. Okay, yeah, this is where we're going to go the full tryhard squad. Because this right here, if you have any doubts with food, you can't, all of your teammates need to go full tilt for this. Because here is where the enemies get serious. Yeah, this is definitely serious here. This we're gonna want to take her out. Is this for real? Can we do this? This is where it gets hard. I think we did it! We broke the record! I broke the record. I broke my previous record. We're gonna want to include some food here. Because the hard part's gone. That was the hard part. The really hard part. I break my previous early record on Brutal. But Durham is definitely going to be my grave, probably. So we got, okay, first we're going to fight this level 90 dragon. Poison on it. Yeah. Made a lot of progress. I do not foresee me getting past the other stuff. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Because, you know, I don't think I've ever gotten this far before. I know we're not getting past Mustaphis. Whatever we're doing, we're not getting past Mustaphis. Mustaphis will 100% gatekeep this time without a speed. We're not shooting death twice here. We might shoot death once, but we're not doing it twice. Let's see if we can get past this alive. Keep in mind, this is far more devastating than anything we've encountered thus far. This does not mean I'm not going to go grind for a spirit host. We definitely are going to grind for a spirit host at some point, because I'm going to need it to beat this. To beat the whole thing, I'm going to need a spirit host. Okay. Like, I know I made a slight miscalculation with the first one on hard, but now I definitely know. I know for a fact I'm going to need it this time. But I'm still impressed I've got this far. I've exceeded my own expectations. This is the farthest I've ever gotten without a 6-star. Because yeah, before I farmed to get to that point, to get a 6-star to get this far, this is the first time I actually got this far without it. The reason I did the preliminary deal is because these guys do a lot of damage. The magma bombs and other nonsense. On the bright side, we're leveling food a lot faster now that we've got this far, you know? We're leveling a lot quicker. I know it doesn't look it, but we are. If you haven't seen all the off-screen grinding I did on hard before I got, so you're seeing progress in the making. I've never done this before. Granted, I don't think I've ever actually got my gear to 16 before that point, so that might have been part of it. Getting your gear to 16 is a major power. Can we get past this? If I was 6-star, it'd be easy. Well, it's not, so. Ooh, this is gonna be... See, because the bad affinity makes this extra hard. Because... you see how close that was? That's the power of affinity right there for you. I don't think I can get past Warchief. My War Priest isn't strong enough. So yeah, I do think we're going to be trying this heck of a lot. I'm going to be going to 2 places. Well, I will be, but at the same time, I want to see if I can actually beat Warchief. It might not work, but I want to push my limits. I want to see if I can do it. I want to see where the game actually stops. Because so far, I've actually been able to get past here. It doesn't mean I'm not developing the food for a 6th, though. That's still in the works. You saw I made a 3rd. You saw I made a third 5-star, which at this point in the game is a significant achievement. You have to understand that. It's a significant achievement to get this far. Now, we're gonna have to go the full tryhard squad once we get to the boss. That's part of it. Like I can't screw around with food with the boss itself, because I'm gonna need to go full tryhard on its butt in order to actually beat it. The waves, they're bad, but they're not as bad as some of these bosses. Some of these bosses in brutal difficulty, you need to go full tryhard until you get 6 stars. That's the reality of it. I wasn't gonna one-shot the 6 star. I'm not gonna waste my big ability until I can get it. I'm not gonna waste my big ability until I can. Yeah. Okay. Now, remember how I said I need to go full tryhard? Yeah, I wasn't kidding. This boss is hard without this stage of the game. I say at this stage of the game because I have an account that can take this like it's a joke. But this isn't that account. This is the earlier game account. It's going to struggle. Affinity also is a big factor, which is why I included Sato. Affinity is a big factor here. In fact, I am strongly considering this is what I mean. This is what makes this boss hard, because his affinity really destroys Kale. This is why just focusing on Kale won't necessarily save you every single time. You do have to keep backups. Maybe? I don't know. I'm very close to beating it. I can't beat it though. That's my point. I can't beat it without special stuff. Like, that's my point. gonna have to upgrade his gear later. But that is a personal best. Getting past that point is a personal best. Because normally I would have had a 6-star. My stuff to do that. I guess I can farm those 2 stages, and then from there we're going to make our way to glory. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Like defense. The thing that's annoying is I might just end up killing myself on this run. He's relatively strong. He does. That's why I got 1 to 6-star, because he's actually kind of. You see, you'll end up killing yourself trying to kill him. That's what happens. And he has a good heal. And his stuff scales on health. I only know all these details because I have one on a different account that I use on a regular basis. He is an amazing champion. Maybe one day I can pull him on here, but I can't always guarantee that. Because there's a lot of RNG in this game. Ooh, I got a reward. What is it? Yay, energy fuel. Alright. We'll leave it at there.